What's up, guys? So I want to tell you my top three anxiety-related chest pain triggers. Go ahead and smash that like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt. Leave me a comment down there as well. I want to know if I related with any of you guys today, because that's what this channel is about. I'm trying to relate with you guys through the negative experiences that I had. Hopefully, I can turn that into a positive experience for you. So that's what I do on this channel. So thank you for tuning in for another video. So anxiety-related chest pain, extremely common, and all anxiety disorders or just general anxiety sometimes can lead to this. It's very scary. It often sends people to the ER, to the hospital. It worries a lot of people. And for me, it was the start of my health anxiety. I had a very bad panic attack in which I thought I was having a heart attack, and from that point on, for years, I struggled with this. I got many tests, I got a lot of reassurance, but I didn't trust any of it. I didn't trust the doctors. I had issues with that. So this is something that plagued my mind. But there were certain situations that would bring this out more so than others. And the first one, guys, this is going to be the craziest one out of all of them, was just visualizing the word heart, seeing it, or hearing it in any word related to it. So if I saw the word heart or heart attack or cardiac arrest, heart failure, heart attack, any of that kind of stuff, guys, I would start to panic. My heart rate would go up, my blood pressure would go up, my chest would get tight. I was very good at focusing my energy and my muscle tension in certain areas, and my chest was one of them. It could happen super quick, and towards the end of my anxiety, I was so good, it was just like, it was a muscle memory. My body knew exactly where to send that energy, that negative energy, and it was in my chest. Often that was the first spot. My shoulders, my arms, and my back were the next, which all of those pains signal heart attack as well. So I was a wreck during this time. So seeing the word heart on an article, heart attack especially, going through the news, I felt like before I'd never seen so many articles on heart disease or people dying of heart attacks out of nowhere. Now I'm seeing them all the time. Billboards, whenever I'm driving, I would see advertising for heart clinics and heart specialists. On TV all the time, the smoker commercials saying that they had heart attacks because they were smoking, and at the time I was smoking cigarettes, so I thought that was going to be me. Seeing people's scars on their chest was another one. That would freak me out. One time I was in Houston for job training, and I went to a liquor store to go grab a case of beer. I was in there paying for it, and whenever she bent down, I saw this huge scar right here, and I instantly started like freaking out. I had to hurry up and get out of there because I'd started shaking. Scared the crap out of me. Hearing commercials on the radio, and that was another one. There was a commercial that came on over and over again talking about, do you know the signs of a heart attack? And as they would name them, I'm in the car like stressing out, to the point where eventually I stopped listening to the radio because I was afraid to hear it. And the crazy thing is, guys, is I never felt like I saw as many things or heard as many things about heart attacks or heart failure or the word heart or whatever, anything that had to do with that before my anxiety. But now that this negativity was anchored in my subconscious, it's like my subconscious went and picked out certain things for me to focus on. It's nuts. I did not remember seeing as much until I had this crazy fear of it. The next one, guys, was driving. Now, I had panic attacks a lot when I drove, but what started my panic attacks was the chest pain. So I would have the muscle tension and the chest pain first, which just goes to show that you don't have to have panic attacks to have chest pain. You just have to have a lot of anxiety and stress built up, and that muscle tension was focused in the center of my chest. So I'd be driving, and I'd be sitting here, and it was often if I had to drive more than 10 miles, I would be stressed because I was scared I wasn't going to make it to my destination without having a heart attack in the car and swerving and killing myself or killing somebody else, and then nobody knowing what was really wrong with me. Or I was worried about not being in a city where I could hurry up and get to a hospital, or being somewhere close to where an ambulance could come get me. So I'd have crazy chest pain right here in the center of my chest for a long time. Excuse my voice, guys. I have a cold. A lot of bad stuff going on around here. So that would really freak me out. And then I would start feeling on my chest. Always did this. I would just rub right here, or I'd do like this, right in the center of my chest. I had like a permanent red mark right here in the middle of my chest where I rubbed so much. And I would do that all the way until I got to my destination, oftentimes work. So that was another trigger, getting in the car, having to drive more than 7 to 10 miles. That would freak me out. The next one, guys, and the last one, Let's see, I talked about the car, talked about visualizing. Oh, yes, anxiety hangovers. So I would drink a lot of alcohol in the beginning of my anxiety because that's what I was using. I was self-medicating, which don't do that. By the way, it's not good. But the next morning I would have an anxiety hangover. And if you don't know what that is, it's just, it's like a hangover, but you have the symptoms of like panic attacks and anxiety disorder, and it's all stacked on top of each other. So you feel like crap from that and from the anxiety. So it amplifies everything. Some of the worst panic attacks I ever had in my life were mornings after I drank a lot. I know many of you know this by now, but that was a huge trigger for my chest pain. I would wake up and literally after being up for 2 or 3 minutes, I had so much anxiety built up, and now that I was awake and having to face it, the tension just built up in my chest area, and I would have all the symptoms of a panic attack, except it was magnified. I would have horrible IBS days after drinking. It was just a terrible situation. So if you're going through this, guys, you are not alone. There are certain things that you can avoid that trigger your chest pain, like maybe like what I was talking about, the alcohol. You can avoid that, or stimulants. Sometimes caffeine would irritate it, or tobacco would make me have chest pain. So cutting those things out of your life are things you can do, but you can't necessarily run away from having to drive to work, can you? I mean, you can't get away from that. You can't like block out everything that you see and hear. That's a miserable life. So those were just some examples for me. I couldn't do that, so I had to learn how to just face that fear. And it's easier said than done. It takes practice. It takes time. I give you these tips down below. I know some of you think that they're pretty generic, and they're not. They actually work. I think some of you really don't think it's that simple. I know many of you out there are looking for this magic formula that's going to pull it all together for you. And yeah, we all are different. Certain things are going to work different for others. But guys, if you follow what I preach at the end of my videos and in my descriptions, I don't say them at the end of my videos anymore so they don't drag on. But if you follow those tips, guys, I promise you're going to have some type of success. It's going to push you in the right direction. And if therapy is something that you need that you haven't tried, try it out. There's online therapy down below, so you can always give it a shot. And it's in that description. Make sure that you journal every day. Make sure that you meditate. Make sure you're cleaning your diet up. Make sure that you're exercising. Make sure you're subscribing to channels like mine, watching videos. Get some anxiety books. There's some great ones out there. There's an anxiety store down below. It has tons of books and workbooks, stuff that you can find that'll help you with your anxiety disorder, whichever one that might be. There's many of them out there. So you can be doing that. Guys, you got to start with your root causes, figure out what's causing your anxiety so you can work on that. Make sure that you're doing that and accepting anxiety. There's many of you that aren't accepting anxiety, many of you that still believe that there's something wrong with you, and you haven't accepted the fact that you have health anxiety. So make sure that you're getting reassurance from a doctor. First off, I mean, that you need to get the testing done that you need to get done so you can move forward from there. And good luck with that, guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. I've been sick the past few days. I'm toughing it out today. I needed to put a video out for you guys. I don't like, skipping more than like a day or two. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like this, if you got any value, again, leave me a comment down below. Let me know your triggers for chest pain, or if you could just, relate with anything that I said. Goodness, guys, it is so windy out there. You can't see it. It's too bright. But thank y'all so much. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell so you can get updates when I put my videos out. I have tons of resources down below that'll help you with anxiety, and my social media is down there as well. Thank you so much, guys. Have a blessed day.